So I want to thank you all for coming and taking the time out of your day. This is for my public speaking course. What I want to talk to you about is, so when you go to the doctor's office and they're like, hey, you need this vaccine to help prevent you from becoming seriously ill. Do you take their advice or do you ignore it? Well, it kind of goes the same way with pets. Puppies and kittens need vaccines just as much as humans need theirs. Starting at the age of 2 weeks and all the way up to 16 weeks, they have to be dewormed. And then, of course, there's the parvo vaccine, and another one is called Bordetella, which is a bacterial. So what I have for you are some little handouts that tell you the different ages and stages that they need the different vaccines. So when you look at that, you can see that with puppies and kittens, they have their first set for deworming. It's at 2 weeks. For anything else, it's for 3 weeks. For that DHPPC, that's distemper, hepatitis, parvovirus, parva influenza, and cornea, which basically help prevent a disease that could be transferred to humans through their fecal or their urine. If that is transmitted, that can actually cause liver disease and kidney disease in humans and can be very fatal. Bordetella, that's also another bacterial disease. Same thing. It can cause a string of different causes. It's not recommended, it's not required, I should say, but it is recommended. And of course, there's rabies that can get you also really sick. So to prevent those illnesses, of course, there's always cost that comes with them. You could either go to your vet and pay anywhere from $30 to $65 if it's a larger breed animal, up to $160 for one single pet visit. There's a lot of ones that can be given that you can do. You go to the store and purchase them yourselves, like the deworming. The only one that's really required to go through a vet is the rabies, because that is tracked. And they give you a little tag to put on your animal, so if they ever get lost, they know that the animal has had rabies, especially if they bite somebody. And what I mean by bite somebody, if a animal control or an officer does not know if your animal has had a rabies vaccine, what they can automatically do is basically contain your pet for the first 24 hours until they can find out whether they have rabies or not. If they cannot find out if they have not had the vaccine, then they will contain your dog or cat up to a week to watch them to make sure that they don't show any signs of having rabies. So like I said earlier with vaccines, it's not just important for your animals, but it's also important for your own health. Just like any other human, if you don't get a flu vaccine and if you become ill, you could also spread that to somebody else who may not have gotten a vaccine. Same thing with animals. They can spread diseases such as rabies and parasites and not even realize it until you become ill yourselves. I was looking through the different state and local ordinances. I'm from Tonganoxie. They do not have anything that is technically required besides the rabies, and that again is because they can cause some serious illnesses to go along with that. Let's see here. And just another good reason why people should vaccinate their animals is mainly just because it also helps their health, their longevity, their ability to live life fuller and healthier without being sick all the time. Because if they're sick all the time, you take them to the vet and they can get ill rather quickly and perish without really having a chance to do anything to help them. So just vaccinate your pets. If you have any questions, of course, I would always recommend to contact your local veterinarian. I am not licensed, I am not certified, so you cannot take this advice at will, just because I am not to that level yet. So if you ever have any questions about your pet's health, please contact your veterinarian or local animal control office. Anybody have any questions?
Nope.
Yeah? Okay, well, thank you. Appreciate it.